And when you walk yourself inside my crosshairs, I'm going to hug the trigger. And I'm going to drop you. You can't withhold this from me. When you have that, unstoppable. Unstoppable. And then when you have the model in your hand and you know exactly how you're going to perform with it, you have no idea. You have no idea the potential you have then. Every goal that you ever set, smashed. Every goal that you ever imagined within your reach, smashed. And you're going to look around and say, man, I did not have high enough goals. This was too easy. This was too easy. But while you're going through it, it seems impossible. They're not doing it. So why are you taking other people's advice that aren't doing shit? If they're not doing better than you, they don't have any opinion on how to make you better. Cut it out. You want to be self-sufficient. You want to be able to make this money on your own. You don't want to listen to me. You don't want to listen to anybody else. You don't even want to be on social media. Fuck these people. You don't want to give a shit about what they say about you. You don't care. You don't give a shit if they see what house you live in. You don't give a shit what kind of car you drive, how much money you got in the fucking bank. You don't care about none of that because you're living your life. You're taking care of your family. If it fucking offends you, I don't give a shit. Move on down the fucking road because this is where the rubber meets the road, folks. No one's going to protect you. I can't protect you. You're going to fuck it up if you fuck it up and you did it in your own hands. But if you do the due diligence and say, I'm cutting all the bullshit out today. I'm cutting it all out. I got no excuses now. He said it. I got no excuses. It's there. It's in the charts every single day, every single week. This is the hardest, easy money you've ever made. And the only thing that complicates it is the person you see in the mirror. How long are you going to let that person in the reflection of that mirror hold you back? You think you look like that person in the reflection of that mirror. You don't. You don't. It's backwards. And it's not shocking when you think about how we think ass backwards. We think about things backwards because we don't think we deserve it. Bullshit. You deserve it. The fact that you're still listening to me, bloviate. You know you want it. You can fucking taste it. It's ready. It's within grasp. You know it's there. You just gotta keep digging. It's gonna happen for you. I have dozens other ones that I'm begging for them to come forward. New step, new string in their step. Why? Because they don't need ICT no more. And guess what, baby? Woo! That's exactly what you do when you graduate. Fuck you, ICT. Thanks, brother. See ya. That's exactly how I want you to do. I don't want you tethered to me. I don't want you constantly tethered to me. I want you to say, thank you so much, but I ain't got time to be messing with you no more. I got things to do. Places to be. Boom. That's exactly how you leave the nest. That's it. We're done.
Yo! Good morning, everybody. How are we feeling today, chat? Hope you guys are doing well. Happy, was it Thursday today? Good morning, everybody. What's up, Nico? What's up, Kaden, Ali, Stormal, Hindsight King, T21, Trade Life 85. Good morning. Welcome, by the way. Dandy, good morning. Sean, good morning. Hopefully you guys can hear me fine. Everything looks good. All right, let me turn the background music down. We'll jump into the charts, boys. We've got like 4 minutes here until market opens up. First and foremost, just checking the Forex Factory. Unemployment claims came out pre-market. We have no red folder news on the folder for, or I should say on the calendar for at all later today. We have PPI tomorrow. At 8:30, but otherwise all the red folder news is behind us. So we should be in the clear. No earnings later today either. NVIDIA earnings came out yesterday after close at 4:20, and this is what we ended up doing. So we see price yesterday obviously rally, and then we see price get to right before the earnings, before we see price end up having this gap down. Earnings did come out higher than expected. This is kind of what I was mentioning yesterday, where it's like, just because earnings are positive. We knew they were likely to be positive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that price needs to be bullish off of it. So we did finally get a little retracement on the NASDAQ. Looking at the 4-hour, we still have this unfilled 4-hour gap here on NQ. We left a gap on ES that we've traded back to YM. It looks like it's still going to the moon. Previous day high, 494 on the NASDAQ, but would like to see us retrace down into here. We've already taken out these highs here to the left. Now, don't get me wrong, there's still probably more upside, and I still am bullish on the 4-hour chart, but I would like to see retracement first, right? We've taken out these highs. We still have more highs to go get and more imbalances to go trade into above the monthly open. But this is really, to me, what I'd prefer to see going into the open. A manipulation down, fill the gap, and then go. And this will obviously be taking out London Asia lows as well. So that's what I'd like to see for now. We'll obviously see what happens. You know, if price opens up and we just go straight up, then that's a different story. But that is the thought process for now, at least. Wonder if we're SMTing here. We're not. Well, we are with Dow Jones, I guess. But otherwise, yeah, man. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. These are the overnight sessions. So London right here, Asia. Again, that 4-hour gap below Asia low. And then London low, obviously. Oops. London low. And I'm going to go mark these out on micros just so we've got them. All right. Alrighty, boys and girls. So anyway, that's my thought process as of right now. Market opens up here in 5 seconds. Ooh, don't miss opening bell, boys. Don't miss opening bell. Come on. Where is it? There we go. Market is open, boys. Play ball. We should really sing. Somebody should sing the national anthem before we get to opening bell every single day. Wouldn't that be sick? Kind of like the Super Bowl. Before we kick off the game, we need to sing the national anthem. I feel like that'd be sick. Good morning, Sean. Big Head Reef, good morning. Futures Trading Channel, Liquidity, Estu Fish. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Ali said he wants to see a skyrocket at open. This is exactly what I wanted to see off open. Let's fucking tank. Let's take out some session lows and then be bullish. How about that? Although I say that, and then watch us have like just a bearish day from hell, where this is just like straight down all day long. So that's just kind of how we've been in this freaking range, to be honest. But good morning, guys. Looking at the poll in the chat, what do we got here? 44. Well, it's actually tied. 44% bullish, 44% bearish right now. 11% inside day. Good stuff, NASDAQ. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Loving what you're putting out. Yeah, NVIDIA's down over 1%. Tesla's down 1% so far. Holy wick. Holy wick. There we go. Yeah, we got Dow Jones pushing up right now. Dow Jones pushing up, currently bullish, 15-minute candle. NQ and ES are dropping. Looks like I think we'll get Asia low. I hope we get Asia low. Look at these 1-minute candles though. How big are these candles? It's 57, 58 points. Yeah, you'll never convince me though. I don't know. Some of you guys might feel differently. I just was like, I can frame where I want price to go, but could you imagine like putting a trade on Reddit opening bell right here? God, that'd be freaky, wouldn't it? Why I'm doing its own thing again? Yeah. Yeah, Dow Jones is sometimes the redheaded stepchild. It's just kind of likes living in his own world. Oh, you're saying you hope it doesn't skyrocket it open. My bad. I misread that. All right, guys. Asia low incoming here, I believe. 264. Just think, boys, all we had to do yesterday, we were in shorts from here to here, and then eventually got break even stopped. All we had to do, boys, was just keep holding. That's it. No stop loss. Keep holding. We'd finally be reaching our targets. Shucks. Look, no one told me. All right, so Asia low taken out here on the NASDAQ. Would like to see if we could get some sort of bullish reaction off of this. It's obviously still really early. It's only 5 minutes into the open. But yeah, what is like the range we're in right now? I think if we don't see some sort of reaction off Asia low, could it be possible that we trade all the way back down to like 25,100? Maybe. Aman, there you go. Getting it out of the way early, of course. Of course. You did short prior to New York Open, 394 to London low, 394. Oh, so you must have been in, yeah, pretty early then. Yeah, I like it. Meanwhile, Dow Jones is still going up. One of these motherfuckers is lying. Either Dow Jones is lying or NQ and ES are lying. One of y'all is lying. What's up, Kookie? It ain't Ramadan for me, Simba. I told you I was going to drink coffee for you to make up for your absence. Once I finish this, you know what the thing is, boys? I'm usually like a 2 cup of coffee a morning kind of a guy. Unfortunately, when I stream, though, I only have 1 cup. because I feel rude getting up from my desk to go get a refill and leaving you guys hanging. But you know what? Maybe I'm going to have to just say, tough shit. Let me go get a refill. What do you guys think of that? Well, short pre-New York, and it would have played out so well. I got out break even. Yeah, it's all right. I do have a hard time kind of trusting sometimes like those pre-market trades. I haven't traded like in the pre-market in a while. Mainly just because there's just so much you know what I mean? Like there's so much what can be unpredictable volatility at opening bell that it just really kind of has this built-in like doubt factor just because of that. At least for me. Bring my coffee pot on my desk. I got a whole ass espresso machine. I don't think that'll work. But that would be a good idea. Just have a little like, dude, I should just set up like a little my coffee bar like right next to my desk. That'd be actually the way to do it maybe. Nothing says profitable trading like being overstimulated. You know what I mean? It would be cute if I did Kooky. That is the thing. Coffee and charts, boys. Coffee and charts. Well, right now getting a pretty decent reaction off Asia low. I'm just being patient. 940. Let some structure form here. like longs though, this can continue holding. Obviously, if we just hit this OB and just immediately keep dumping, then we'll just have to wait. But just tap this 1 minute OB. I think. Okay, yeah, 5 minute fair value gap just got left. What's up, Oscar? We haven't had first presented. That's true, actually. I didn't even notice that. Technically a little gap here. Yeah. Wonder if NQ is going to drive the low. We just SMT'd with a yes. Just SMT'd with ES here. If we create a change in the state here, I may look to play this stop at the low. Ooh, no trade yet. I think we maybe just, did we hit the 5? Not yet. I would say this 5-minute gap, if we tap that, we didn't quite get there. ES is now taking out Asia low as well. Wow, okay, yeah. No trade there yet. Andreas, good morning. How are we doing? Hard to trust the structure. I'll be completely honest, I've been so lost today. The pushes are just insane. Yeah, it's been some trickier AM markets lately. Guess I didn't need to delete this just yet. The manipulations have just been kind of wild, but obviously overall, like on the daily, just big ranges. Like that's why I said, I'm like, if we don't see a bullish reaction and confirmation off of the Asia low, I'm like, just looking at the daily, I'm like, is it possible that we could see like, you know, below 25,100, right? Get like an immediate rebalance or something here on the daily before respect? Possible, right? Not preferred, but possible. ES stopped for the moment right at monthly open. Pretty strong rejection at the high on Dow Jones. So is Dow Jones going to be the one that was fibbing? Or what? Somebody earlier said we're at 50% of the range. What range? I'm just, I actually don't really know what range I should anchor my fib to. Like, you could go for like 50% from previous day low to this current high, I guess, but I mean, even this right here is like screams low resistant run to me. Oh shit, sorry. You know, and there's still an unfilled 4 below that. I don't know if we'll get there, but like if we were to range this up, okay, come here. You know, this is all the way back below that 25,100 level that we mentioned. But still game for the longs here. But this would be my first option. First option, the longs off these Asia lows. Macro is about to begin. We got the final 15-minute candle of the hour here. Change in the state becomes this last up close candle before the new low. Yeah, we're in the H4 gap. Yep. Yeah, that was my bias. For you guys that are just joining, I said before market open that my preferred scenario today would be short off open into London Asia lows and then look for longs. Ray J, it's bearish until it turns around. It's clearly bearish. Why are you looking for longs? We're not going to do this today, Ray J. We'll see you tomorrow. Ray BJ, my bad. Can't forget the BJ part. If we get if we get a bullish 1 minute candle, it will be bullish on the 1 second chart. That's true, Felix. That is true. Macro's about to begin here. We should do a. You just inspired me. We should do a series of. We should do a series of like passing evals and running up funded accounts on the 1 second chart. What do you guys think of that? How bad do you think that would be though? How much money would we fucking lose? That sounds terrible to be honest, but it could be fun. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't even cap you boys. I'd probably get totally reamed. You think you switch bias a lot on the 1 minute? Let me introduce you to the 1 second chart. Yeah, our first presented gap is like technically right here, right? 938 candle. Damn, dude, we're rejecting still. Macro just started, by the way. Huh? Doesn't want to turn around. I'm just looking for a change in the state, Chloe, to confirm, or Chofest, sorry, not Chloe. I'm looking for a change in the state higher to confirm off of the overnight session lows being ran. But it is a pretty big 4-hour gap that we're in. You know, the daily range. We've been in such a daily range where it's like we get to the high of a daily range and then we pull all the way back to the low of the daily range. And then it's just been this range back and forth that, like, that's why I said when I zoomed out to the daily, I'm like, if we don't really see much of a bounce here off Asia, then, like, there's really not much stopping us from going to like 25,100 and below to like rebalance the daily chart. But overall wanting to be bullish. Yeah, where's the that's the thing, is at this point you could really factor in probably a multitude of reasons that we're driving down. It could be, that's the thing about smart money, boys, is it likes to be efficient and kill multiple birds with one stone. So yeah, opening range gap from yesterday, we talked about that yesterday morning. It was literally like a gap and go yesterday. Gap up, continue higher. I'll just mark out. Oh, shoot. Opening range gap. I think I have a template for this, actually. I do. Fuck yeah. Thanks, old me. Oh, opening range gap high. I guess technically is the open of the candle. We'll plot CE for good measure. Now we'll see if we get there. We're very close. And then obviously you guys can see our opening range gap from today. Opening range gap, previous opening range gap to today's opening range gap, question mark. Can you guys see it? Can you guys visualize it? Every time I enter a fucking tray, the opposite one becomes weaker and stronger. What the fuck? Yeah. We've all been there. We have all been there. This 1 minute action is so choppy that I don't know if I would trust it. Don't tell me you're going to have me mark out opening range gap and then you're going to like stop short of it and turn around. Just to fuck with me. Thank God. Come on. Come get this. Just fucking help us out here. Appease us. Make it easy on us. Make us not second guess nothing. The first presented gap, I believe, is this 938 candle, but it's not very big. It's like the high of this, the 37 candle is 58.25. The low of 39 candle, 59.25. Yeah, it's literally a 1 point FVG. At least on the micro chart. Yeah, same with E-mini. All right, guys. So, yeah, this is good. I like that at least we're not getting, if we're going to do this grind lower, I like that we're not getting, like, false confirmations to the upside. You actually are kind of getting that on ES, though, unfortunately. Potentially, at least. With this last, ES just closed. This is what I'm referring to. This last little closure on the 1 minute after a new low. We'll see what NQ wants to do here. Top of the hour in a couple minutes. I have 3 monitors at the moment. I'm really considering, though, swapping out 2 of them and getting like a fat, like 40, whatever the model comes in. I forget. I think it's like either like 45 inches or 48 inches. Thinking about getting like a really fat widescreen, like OLED monitor to replace 2 of these. But not really totally necessary. And I don't know which 2 I'd get rid of. Yeah, I got 2 smaller, like normal size monitors. I don't know what the specs, what, 28 inches maybe, something like that. Those are the 2 that I trade on, and then I had a 34-inch, like a smaller ultra wide. That was like an older monitor that I got that I have mounted vertically now. You got the Odyssey and you hate it? Yeah, Odyssey was one of the ones that I was looking at. There's also like a LG Ultra Gear OLED that I was looking at. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know if I would enjoy having like a really big widescreen or not. I feel like I feel like I would, but then I'm like, eh. Maybe I feel like I would just because I don't have it, but once I got it, I wouldn't like it. So I'm not in a rush. I mean, what I got right now is perfectly fine. Did you guys see the I saw ICT posted his like trading setup. What was that, like a week ago? That's kind of cool. I kind of like that little freaking moonlight that he had. The little like hand holding the little moon. I'm like, I should get me one of those. That's the one thing I don't have is like the cool little like gadgets, the little like the desk decor. That's what I really don't have. You know what I mean? All those little trinkets that really kind of bring it. Bring it home. Yeah, I knew that video was old and it was just being recycled, but it got reshared yesterday, so that's why I said, or it got reshared last week, so that's why I said that. Kind of cool. Dude, that's another thing, bro, is wire management. Oh my God, my wire, dude, you guys don't want to see my fucking wires. That's why I have to have like my setup perfectly where everything's like shoved into a corner. But yeah, my wire management is god awful, dude. But if it's all tucked into a corner, it's not so bad. Just don't go back there. Don't go behind the desk. You won't like what you see. What can I do, boys? I'm only a man. Listen, this is why I need to find love. Because you know they're so tidy. They're so tidy like that. Is that sexist? Not to say I'm not tidy. Listen, don't get the wrong idea. But with like cable management, I'm like whatever. Because the other pain in the ass thing is like, if you do upgrade something, then it's like, well, now I got to frickin', you know? And for a while there, I was really like messing around with my setup, getting different mounts. Setting my monitors up in kind of different ways. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with cable management when I'm messing with this every 2 days. We'll get there someday, boys. We'll get to perfection someday. We're not in a rush. Trust the process. Well, we finally got the opening range gap high tag from yesterday. I guess that's good. New hour opened up. Obviously, maybe a little bit more bearish than we bargained for initially. It's fine. Welcome to the daily range of hell, boys. Listen, guys, it wouldn't be 2026 trading on NQ if we didn't complete the stair-step barcode. Jesus is king. Good morning. ES gave a 5-minute entry. Oh, the 5-minute gap. Was that it? Well, whenever this does decide to bottom out, should have some nice steep trendline liquidity to go run out. You're long already? I think it's a little risky yet. I was going to say maybe if like we inverse this 10 o'clock fair value gap and flip the opening price and maybe even look to use like that hourly open as your order block. I was kind of thinking that in my head, but haven't got it yet. We're just watching the market tumble. Fine with me, man. I try not to, Felix. Be like water. See, you put water in the teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can flow, it can crash. Be like water. What's new? What is new? What's new? What's new with me personally is I hopped on the peptide train, boys and girls. I think I mentioned that though last week. Started Retta True Tide on Sunday. First pin, I gotta tell you, the appetite suppression is real. I literally like don't feel hungry ever. I shouldn't say that. I felt hungry like the first 48 hours like normal, but now that we're like 3-4 days in, I like literally don't feel hungry at all. And I had a pretty low dosage to start. I'm just on 1 milligram. Otherwise, that's really all that's new. I think. Let me see if there's anything else. Obviously, it's been a crazy couple of weeks here in the trading space. A lot of drama, a lot of scandals, a lot of just whatever. The only thing that I'll say is, and I don't know if this is correlated or not to like Retta, but what I fall asleep quicker, but I only sleep for like 5.5, 6 hours, and then I wake up and I like can't fall back asleep. So like the last 2 nights I woke up like 2 hours probably before my alarm. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I just like rolled around and tried to fall back asleep until my alarm went off. And then I got up. I don't know if they're correlated though. I've just been dreaming about this range on the daily chart and it's fucking giving me nightmares. You only retard max? Yeah, same. Listen, the happiest people in life, retard max. I like being retarded, and I'm tired of pretending I don't. I mean, technically, I'm a full-time trader. It's not my only income, obviously. He must be new. I've only been streaming for 2 years on YouTube. Been around a little minute. Yeah. OnlyFans is the other main. That's the main. OnlyFans is the main. This is just for fun. I work at my dad's shop. I don't work at my dad's shop. He would like that though. He would love that. No, he's actually hopefully retiring. It'll probably be a few years yet. He's trying to retire, and there's a youngish kid that works under him right now, and they're on a deal for him to buy him out over the next handful of years. So that's good. I mean, he just turned 61 in December, so he's due for a little retirement party. Getting close. You know, just a hard-working boomer. You guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. I was gonna say we didn't really have SMT with ES down here, but we do actually have it with YM. I'll toggle to it again. You can see that we put in another new low. Why am I missing fucking this? Oh, this regular trading hours. That's why. Another new low on the 1 minute on YM. So we do have SMT at these lows with the 1 minute chart with YM. If I'm saying that preemptively in case we get like a displacement up here. I don't know. I'm just thinking right now, if we do get it, it might just chop too, guys. It's 10-11. So, like, sometimes being a stickler about the macros can prevent, like, getting caught in, like, some choppy, you know what, but, or at least expectations should be different, more patience, etc. Motivation for doing the peptide? Honestly, fucking dude, my TikTok algorithm has just been like flooded, I feel like, with videos and stuff, and I was just like, you know what? I'll fucking bite. I'll try them out. My plan is to do like a 90-day cycle. So I'll be potentially tapering off by like mid-May, roughly. We'll see. I don't know. See what we do, see what it looks like, see how I feel. But honestly, I would say the only thing that like motivated me to do it was just curiosity, if I'm being honest. You know, it wasn't like a super necessity or anything. The reality is I feel like a lot of this stuff, like, you know, peptides, Retta especially, one of the main things about it is the appetite suppression, right? And kind of deleting a lot of the food noise, etc., so you don't, you know, overeat, things like that. And so far, that part is absolutely very apparent. Definitely working. And you can make the argument, and this is the argument that I made for a long time, which is just, you know, so what you're telling me is it'll help you do what you would already have to do in order to see results anyway, which is, you know, eat less and exercise, which stuff that I've already been doing and have done for, you know, years. But just really curiosity, wanted to give it a try. Know a couple folks that have used it personally and had good things to say as well. Well, it's not like you can't. You still got to be disciplined, Felix, right? I do have an issue with that argument though, because you like how many other things in life could you apply that to? Like, yeah, you could get to your destination by walking, but you choose to drive a car because it makes it a little bit easier, makes it a little bit more efficient, right? Kind of the same thing. Technically, peptides are natural. Gotcha. Yeah, previous day low. What do we tell you, boys? Below 25,100. Was it possible? Like, it's just fucking funny at this point. This daily chart. You just know. Like, just trade the zipper pattern. Trade the zipper pattern. Why not trade? I wasn't predominantly bearish. I mean, I was bearish off the open, but at open, we basically just sold off to London Asia lows, and at that point, I wasn't like super bearish anymore. I definitely saw the opportunity that we could go lower. I mentioned that, but that was my secondary idea. What product will you get? Probably just a butt plug. Biggest trade of your career? You went short then, huh? Yep. Shorts are paying. Told you, boys. All I had to do is hold my short from yesterday morning for 12 hours instead of 2. Or not even 12, 24 hours. All I had to do was hold my short yesterday for 24 hours. What'd I tell you, boys? Never wrong, just early. Well, there's previous day low and opening range gap fill. Previous opening range gap. But yeah, we've got some steam here. Yeah, the easiest way to enter today was probably pre-market, honestly. Think we're going to war? If Israel wants it. So yeah, probably. Woo. Yeah, here's all that 4-hour trend line. I said 4 hour because we got a 4-hour gap below these lows as well. Nice little melt. I just can't get over this daily chart, dude. I just want to like sit here and scream profanities at the daily chart. But it won't help. Well, yeah, I guess all there is to say, boys, is if you caught shorts, your day is done. And congrats. If you were waiting on any longs, hopefully you're just flat and didn't try to force it. I am flat right now. No trades, Chris. Nope. I could have seen being short pre-market. I wasn't on my charts pre-market, but even if I had been, I would have only taken it to London Asia lows, and that would have been it. Which would have been this drive here at open. Shot a long. Yeah, I felt like NQ did a good job of not confirming longs on like the 1 minute. I was looking for a change in the state to the upside anywhere in here after Asia low was taken. And we never got it on NQ. We did get it at one point on ES. Right here. So, you know, if you're just going off the 1 minute structure. But yeah, happy about that. Glad we didn't do like, you know, some sort of big displacement up. And then, you know, we get induced into something here and then it just keeps melting. We never even got back to that 5 minute gap, by the way. We put this 5 minute gap in at open. Like, just look at this. Look at the speed here. 9:30 opens up, basically no upper wick, straight down. And then we can't even get back to this 5 minute gap. And then, yeah, you could tell a lot of people were must have been trying to buy in here or do something, but yeah, a lot of people probably just got ran over. And then speed picks back up. But breakaway gaps are good for once we do put in a bottom and we start to get back on the buy side of the curve. Breakaway gaps are good for targets. And we've got a lot of them, 5 minute, 15 minute. As candles continue to close, we'll likely have higher time frame gaps to work with as well. Oh, humana. Ain't that just so funny though? Like, they pumped the market all day yesterday to the moon. Nvidia earnings comes out better than expected, and here we are tanking. This is exactly why I said, like, the news fundamentally is not really important. Like, the news yesterday technically for Nvidia earnings was positive news, and here we are absolutely melting, taking away the entire move from yesterday, and then some. So yeah, literally the entire move yesterday has been wiped out in like 1 hour. 1.5 hours. No, not even. 15, literally an hour. Yeah, 1 hour. If you held this, Yeah, I mean, maybe people held runners. I was hoping for a meltdown like that. Well, not exactly like this, but kind of like this yesterday as I was holding that trade for so long. Funny how we said we were both overall bearish, and this market runs yesterday just to trap all the bulls and then dump. Yep, literally. Yeah, the only maybe tip off we could have had, we were talking about Dow Jones. If I jump up here, like at open, the only divergence we had was basically Dow Jones was pushing new highs while NQ and ES were melting. And now we see Dow Jones has flipped and got with the program. What's gold doing? Oh, yuck. That looks messy. Bro, how come you guys are like, some of you guys are like so horny over gold, but every time I look at it in New York session, it looks like the shittiest shit I've ever shitted in my shit. Like, this looks god awful. And I feel like every time I look at it, it looks like this. This shit's in a 1 hour range too. Daily gap. I wonder if we can come tag this wick. Shit, man. Yeah, I've heard that gold in Asia is supposedly goated. I mean, you guys know how social media is. Oh, gold in Asia is so goated, bro. I do believe it's better though. I will say that. I do believe it's better. I'm not saying it's not. It can't be worse, because I gotta tell you, New York session, every time I look at it, I'm like, gross. Absolutely gross. You guys are telling me, am I just looking at it at the wrong times, just conveniently? Every time I happen to open it up, it just happens to be one of those days. It just looks terrible. Look at cotton. Nah. I'm not even gonna look up the tab. I mean, at least we got oil pumping. Oil, like this chart looks fucking clean, actually. This looks clean. Sweep the low. Like perfect 2022 model, to be honest. Look at this. This is beautiful. Low sweep. Market structure shift. Pull back to inefficiency. Pull back to order block. I mean, this is like textbook. Even the head and shoulders traders are like, fuck yeah, man. They got the old inverse head and shoulders here. That's cool. That's what you want to see. When I open a chart, this is what I like. Jesus. Oh, man. I do wonder sometimes. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I love me a good dark humor joke. You guys know this. But, you know, I like to think that, you know, obviously God's very forgiving, right? And I think he understands dark humor as well. He'll let us into heaven still, right? I know, it's me trading. That's kind of what I didn't want to say it out loud, but you said it for me. He says the large drop probably range now. I didn't want to say it. Gold just dumped. Yeah, it was looking a little sus. Dude, honestly, oil is like, I can't, this looks gorgeous. This looks so beautiful. Like almost any logic you could use here. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, market maker, buy mod. Like this is just original consolidation. This is awesome. This is fucking actually sick. This is textbook. For those of you guys that just started trading this year or like maybe like a year and a half, NQ used to look like this. And like this was actually our reality under Biden. This was our reality more often than not. Just so you guys know, I'm just saying anybody here that has been trading for like since 2021, 2022, can you guys confirm? You guys know what I'm talking about? Remember when NQ did this on the daily? And we're all just like, fuck yeah, dude. No, not every day, obviously, but like it was, dude, it was, I mean, it wasn't doing this. Let me show you. Oh, dude, the people that just started trading this year are like, once markets go back to kind of like what, just leaving this range and getting back to like some more clean, trendy moves, etc. They're gonna be like, holy fuck, what is this? It's gonna be like, I don't know. It's gonna be like the first time you tried apple pie or something. It's gonna be like the first time you had Sally in the back of your car, high school prom, and you went a little too far. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that time. It's gonna be like that time you walked upstairs at a high school party and you found Stifler's mom waiting for you with a bottle of scotch. Ew. What the fuck, Felix? Felix, were you on the island? I'm just gonna ask. Honestly, glad I started this year. Can't wait, so I can tread muddy waters before it gets sweet on you. Logan, then you just have to overcome the PTSD and just keep trusting. Just keep trusting the analysis. Throw it back for some real ones. That's right. You got to subscribe to my other platform, Chino, unfortunately, but you know what's good. Y'all are in the chat like, Tyler's sitting over here all double cheeked up, acting like you ain't got a sweet tooth. Y'all sitting here trying to get a cavity or something. Sick fucks. The Stiffmeister. God, they don't make movies like that anymore, huh? What? AZSXDFG. I don't know what that is or what you just said or if I'm about to be assassinated for saying it. Yeah, we got new 30-minute. Yeah, I'm with It Is Me Trading. I'm not like expecting like a V-shaped recovery here in the next like 30 minutes. Maybe, depending on what we do, at this rate, our best opportunity for like 11 o'clock would likely be something along the lines of, let's check, like depending on where we close. Like this 15-minute, we close. Next 15-minute, it'll be two 15-minute candles between now and the next hour. But we'll leave a 15-minute gap open in all likelihood. And our best trade idea or possibility would likely be something like that, right? Like an external to internal play off of like a low-hanging fruit on an unmitigated 15-minute gap or something. Just because I think we'll have to form some structure, you know. I think we could get away like with something like that and try to catch this move here. But ultimately, I think we'll chop around and, you know, the big retracement back to rebalance here. I don't necessarily think we're in a hurry to do that. All right, well, what levels do we got left? Fuck. This level, is this our previous weekly low? What week is it right now? I feel like this is old. No, that's it. Our previous weekly low is 449. We've got this Monday low. Bro, it's just crazy. If you guys remember Monday, Tuesday, we took out Monday low with SMT with Dow Jones, and then we got the rally. So like we were thinking, was that potential low of week put in on Tuesday? Well, now it's like, yeah, you thought. Like, let me just, if you guys want to see the current weekly structure in terms of daily candles, let me see if I can just zoom in and cut everything else out. Here's your weekly chart. Here's your weekly chart as narrated by the daily time frame. $154. Wait, 24,154. That's your target? $24,154. Holy fucking bearish. I mean, yeah, November low. I got it at 24,150. Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting on I just feel like we've been waiting on so many levels, you know? And every time I think we're about to go run that shit, we don't run it. So eventually, yes. Eventually, yes, Kevin. I mean, is now going to be the time? I mean, eventually, something's got to give. We're 2 months into the year here, so notoriously March is a little bit better in terms of just delivery and movement. So, I mean, seasonal tendency lines up with that, I guess. But yes, Kevin, I do agree with that level overall. My 4 hour. It might be a different number. This is the micro chart. It might be different. I have it marked out on the mini too, I believe. Yeah. So on the E-mini chart, it's 153.50. On the front contract, at least. So yes. Numbers are sometimes off on the micro. See if we could get this 5-minute closure. And then potentially could look to target like this 15-minute unfilled. Get almost a 2R there. What's up, Sneer? I've been good, man. How are you? No trades for me so far today. We just watched this thing melt. Aw, dude, Z trades. Don't remind me. PTSD. Big range day on frickin' Thursday. Usually makes Friday look like what? Seek and destroy inside day? Question mark. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a limit on this order block. If we could pull back and fill my order, that'd be sick. 15-minute unfilled is my target. If we take that out first, then delete the limit. I realized Felix that was a Scooby-Doo reference. Reggie, where are my resticles? Oh, shit. You haven't seen it? I don't think so. Whatever you're talking about. I'm assuming you're trying to sound like Scooby-Doo. Oh, well, thank you, Sneer. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, it's been a while. Where you been, dude? Morse got banned on Top Step because I buy account for my friend and I pay with my card, which is connected to my account too. Can I do something? Why'd you do that, bro? You buy an account with your friend and you pay with your card? I would tell your friend to not trade, bro. It sounds like he doesn't have any money. I'd be pissed at your friend if I'm being honest. Well, unless he, I mean, you know what I mean? You should be pissed at yourself. I mean, that was kind of silly. But is there something you can do? I don't know. I would just contact support and be like, please, please, Michael Patek, please let me trade. That's really all. I mean, that's really all you can do. Just hope support unbans you. But I guess in the meantime, fuck Top Step. Slowly getting back. Glad to hear it's near. Hopefully all things are well. 10:43. 15-minute close here in a minute and a half. 15-minute will be closing bullish off this previous 15-minute sweep. Some of you guys may already be in off the like 1 minute. Got a nice, oops, shoot. Whoops. I just wanted to wait for a little bit more confirmation, so I used the 5 here. Look at this breaker. Yeah, I mean, the 1 minute breaker technically was tapped, yeah. It's fine. It's not really a good risk reward for me to enter up here, though. Like, this risk reward's pretty dog shite. It's a 1R, I guess, if you're cool with that, but... Check the Discord. I don't know if I should play whatever this is.
Like fixings on a sandwich. Really? Ruin my sandwich.
Yeah. Like, yoink, Scoobs. Promo code for Lucid at the moment. Yeah. Right now, 50% off for 2 uses if you haven't used that one yet. And then that one lasts until April 3rd. And then 40% off until March 1st. So technically, if you haven't used either yet and you go to buy accounts, it will use the 50% off first. So if you're looking to take advantage of like all 7 uses, because you can use 5 uses for the 40% off, 2 uses for the 50%. You kind of are cutting it close because you'd have to get all that in before March 1st. But yeah, code Tyler. You know, if you want. And then anything after that is 30% for now. See if we can get picked up, boys. Limit is set on the 5-minute OB. 15 close or in the last 15-minute here. Left a 5-minute gap here as well. Well, once you purchase it, it's in your back. It's in your dashboard. And the nice thing about Lucid is there's no recurring fees. So like, there's no deadline. There's no renewal. It's all one-time cost. So yeah, you can buy an account and just sit on it for as long as you want. Trading this month, it's been okay. It's been a lot of back and forth, like you know, like we'll lose one, win one, win 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 win, lose lose, win one, lose one, lose one, win one. It's kind of been how it's gone so far. pretty fitting for like the range that we've been in. But we've caught some good trades. We've been faked out a couple times as well. We've got macro coming in here in like a minute. I don't know if this might just pump here. I was wondering if I should dare, like if we do hit this 15-minute first and then we set something up like on a 1 minute back to the downside, I'd almost consider maybe the IRL to ERL continuation. What? I read Tiny URL before as Tiny Girl. Thought it was some kind of new OnlyFans. That could work. What do you guys think? Am I going to get picked up on this or no? Yeah, macro just started. How much coffee do you drink? A full cup? I mean, yeah, a full cup. I guess. Usually when I stream, I only have like 1 cup a day just because I don't get up and go get a refill. If I was sitting here not trying to entertain you fine folks on stream, I would be like a 2 cup a day. On average. Usually my caffeine intake is 1 or 2 cups of coffee in the morning while looking at charts. And then maybe like a midday energy drink sometimes. You know, it just depends on the vibe. Felix, what are you apologizing for? You don't know, nothing to apologize for. I liked the Scooby-Doo video. It was funny. Hope it drops, though. I have a limit around the same area. Okay. Well, let's see if we'll get picked up here. Pulling back now. See if we can go 5-minute gap to 5-minute gap. I really don't want to change my limit just because I like this RR here. 1.9. If I use the 5-minute gap, then it kind of will skew it a little bit. See if we can go 5-minute gap, though, to 5-minute gap, get the fill, and then head to this 15. If not, then we'll delete the limit and wait for something else. Technically, well, I was in college. I dropped out of college going into my junior year. I got into the industry of direct sales and network marketing, and kind of like, I don't know if I hit, just like my mindset changed, and I kind of became like rebellious a little bit to the thought process of the system, if you will. Part of that maybe could have been, so my sophomore, like the summer between my sophomore and junior year of college, my mom also passed away, and I was like, you know what, life really is short, and I'm like, fuck this, dude, I don't, and I was going to school because that's just what my parents like wanted me to do. I didn't really want to be in school. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to find a job that I liked and that I could make good money, probably like many of you. But figuring out what that is and like thinking of working a job that you don't really love the rest of your life for a paycheck that probably isn't that great. I just kind of, you know what I mean? I was just like, whatever, dude, fuck it. Like, college will always be here if I want to come back. You know, a job will always be here if I want to come back and get, or need to get a job or whatever. So, yeah, when I was younger, I dropped out of college, quit my jobs, kind of went all in on, you know, back then network marketing and direct sales. Did that for fucking 6 years, I think, 7 years. Well, yeah. So, I mean, I was doing it into my, like, my years of, like, starting off trading and losing money. I was still doing that. And then by kind of the end of 2022, it was like, fuck that. I'm not doing that anymore. And the rest is kind of history. But yeah, I guess I kind of made the decision when I was younger that I wanted to be unemployable. Unemployable, boys. That was the goal. And now we are. Took a lot of shit, though. Took a lot of shit, though. All worth it. All worth it. Nick, Nickelodeon. Oh, don't be sorry, boys. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Everything happens for a reason. I mean, come on. What not to make light of a dark situation, but what'd she miss out on the last however many years of fucking this crazy world? Okay, that sounded more cynical than I thought it would. No, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. That's life though, boys. You get older. I mean, a lot of you are probably dealing with that right now. Like, you're watching your parents get older, you know, and that's a lot of the stress that you're putting on yourself because you have all these goals and ambitions. A lot of you probably, like, you know, you want to retire your parents and things like that. And dude, time don't stop for no one. It just keeps going. That's why you got to have a little bit of a sense of urgency, and you got to take some risks. You got to swing at some pitches, boys. You gotta swing. What software do you use to make your YouTube content when you trade? I just use OBS. Father passed when I was 8, 3 of my grandparents, so I know, yeah. Yeah, dude, it's life. That is life. It's coming for all of us. Ain't that like such a sad, like, there will come a day in your life when you eventually, like, you're going to be here, hopefully, God willing. And, like, you know, you got no more parents, no more grandparents, and, like, you're kind of, like, now you're the old guy. Now you're the yunk in the fam. You're the dad. You're the grandpa. You know, and then the other, like, siblings, too, you know? One of the fucking, like, weirdest and, like, saddest truths is, like, if you are in a family with, like, multiple siblings, one of the siblings will see, like, all of the other siblings' funerals, and then like one of your siblings won't see any. Ain't that fucking? It's just like a weird like. Oh, crazy, dude. Yeah, life is short, boys, and the only thing that is the real truth. These fake numbers on the screen dictate a lot of how we live it, when we live it, who we live it with. So the goal is to get enough of this fake paper money bullshit so you can make the most of what really matters, and that's your time, boys. Because you can make more of this shit, but you can't make more time. Some of you needed to hear that today. God told me to tell you that. Just kidding. Poor people vegetables equals chem sprayed. Organic vegetables equals an arm and a leg per gram. Yeah. Life is hard, wear a helmet. That's why I keep one on me at all times. And bubble wrap. Helmets and bubble wrap. Oh, I appreciate you, Debbie. Appreciate you, boys and girls. We're all just here trying to make it, man. That's why sometimes the trading space feels so toxic. It's like we got so many traders coming at everybody's throats all the time. It's like, man, we're all just a bunch of tards that are trying to get some freedom. You know what I mean? We're all in this together, and we know. Well, Felix, the 1, 2, 3. The fourth suggestion there is going to be hard for some, especially me. He goes, trade, lift weights, eat good, keep your dick fat. This is the micro gang. I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks, Mom. Oh! Just kidding. Just kidding. It depends if it's winter or not. No, I'm not in this trade. I got my limit set. I haven't been picked up. I don't know if I'm going to get picked up or not. The 1 minute, we got this quick little movement up. We're accumulating like crazy right now in the 1 minute. I would like it, you know, generate this liquidity, pull back, fill us, and then we got this to go break even at. On our way to the 15-minute unfilled gap, but what if you short down to my limit? I wouldn't, but if you're a crazy cholo, you might. Oh, the other alternative idea that I would maybe consider, and it's just a maybe, would be if we got to the target first, and then honestly would even look to maybe short from there down towards the external low. If this, then that. We'll see. Well, the discount long, Felix, that's exactly what we're looking for here. Give us the discount. Give us the D. Oh. Spoke too soon. Let's go back to the 1 minute chart. On the 5 minute chart, every time I go to the 5 minute, it just keeps going higher. If I go to the 1 minute, maybe we have a chance. Every time I drop down to the 1 minute, it likes to come down. So far, so good. It started wicking as soon as I scaled back down. You haven't received your login details? You should be able to find them right in your back office on your dashboard. Right? Yeah, if you go to your trading dashboard, your portal, in your account summary in the top right, you'll see show credentials. So you can find it there. Got you, bro. That's that thing. Wow. We're really just waiting, aren't we? ES looks a little better. They look kind of the same to me. Oh, shit. Well, might be deleting the buy limit. Yeah, I was kind of hoping those highs would be left too dandy, but this is what the 15-minute looks like. Hourly, man. Yeah, it's a little bit dicey now because we are delivering from a 15-minute as well. Yes, we're in a deep discount, but it's a little I'm truthfully torn on if I want to stay with this. This hourly candle on Dow Jones, I keep peeking up at it. It's it's kind of fucking with me just because this hourly like wicked the highs, wicked the lows, holding this hourly gap at the same time. I don't know. How about this? I think I'm going to just delete the buy limit for now. And what I will do if it comes to this would be we trade back down. Maybe we find something here internally on like a smaller time frame. And we find a model here with a defined stop on that. if we get respect here. But after this 15-minute was created, trading up into it, if this did come back down to entry, I do think it could be possible that we just see speed all the way through. So we'll see. Likely, yeah, probably likely miss this. The 1 minute, like I said, waited for the 5 just for a little extra confirmation after the freaking insane melt we had. And of course, if you didn't use the 1 minute, like here is last up close candle prior to the most recent low. This close, this, even if you waited for like this candle closure here for entry, your 1 minute was probably your only chance to be in this, and maybe you're break free right now, or break even. I mean, risk free break even, break free. You guys are looking for shorts. Did I see what happened on the monthly chart? What happened on the monthly chart? I mean, the monthly, we've been talking about this freaking gap, I feel like, for a long ass time. We've been talking about this gap since August. Buy limit at 970. Why 970? Yeah, this week's been green on the week overall, but like yesterday, winning trade, small partial, break even. Today would be my first no trade day unless I get something later. I'm trying to remember what happened Monday and Wednesday already. Guess that's why it's good everything's recorded. Was this? No. Oh, yeah, so Monday got left behind on shorts in the morning, and then was this during lunch hour? I actually caught longs in the PM session on Monday. Tuesday, L on shorts in the morning, and then a win on shorts in the PM. Yesterday, 2 hour small partial win, break even trade. No trade today so far. Yeah, 15-minute gap is looking juicy. Didn't even matter. Didn't get filled or didn't pull back for this anyway. PM. If I trade lunch, like if I do anything in lunch, I'm always looking at lunch either at the macro going into lunch or the macro coming out of lunch. I'm just looking at the top of the hours basically. And then for PM session, technically going into 1 o'clock, but a lot of the times if you don't have like a really clean and clear like displacement in that 1 o'clock macro, a lot of the times you won't really see some volatility inject until like 1:30. And then usually if I'm not in anything by like, you know, around 2 o'clock, you know, with the open of the new 4-hour candle, then I'm usually done for the day. Lump trades nip slip on stream. Did you mean to type Lumi? Well, that's the thing about being a female streamer is when you stream with your cleavage out, you might risk a nip slip. You know, we gotta bring back Amish wear. Let's cover from the base of the neck all the way down to the ankles. Then you don't gotta worry about nip slips. See, that's what I'm doing. You guys don't want to see my cleavage anyway. Ryan, what do you mean you haven't seen me in a while? Where you been, dude? I've been here every day. I've been here every day. Oh my goodness, boys. Well, shoot. So yeah, this looks like a 15-minute unfilled gap we're about to trade into for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's just continued patience and waiting for me right now. We're hitting that gap on ES at the moment. But, yeah, I probably not going to be getting into anything, if I'm being honest, right this very moment. So probably going to wrap it up there. I'm flat on the day. Haven't taken anything. Wanted to be long. Well, going into the open, before market opened up, we wanted to see shorts into this 4-hour gap and below London Asia lows. We got that, obviously. 10 a.m. opens up, new 4-hour candle. We raid way lower. We get basically an immediate rebalance on the daily chart. So now the daily chart is rebalanced, right? We've hit this OB. You know, now can we see some upside? That's kind of what we're, looking for here and playing into. But didn't obviously want to be too eager at buying the bottom after the sell-off that we just had. So I wanted to see this 5-minute and use this as my entry, and unfortunately kind of getting left as this is starting to work higher. And then now, yeah, going into the rest of the day, I'm just going to see how things kind of form here. I'm pretty loose with my bias at the moment. I would be open to IRL to ERL shorts. I would be open to maybe some continuation longs, if that makes sense. We'll just have to wait and see. But as of right now, yeah, flat on the day, no trades. No FOMO either, if I'm being honest. Like, I know it's a big move and it's easy to have FOMO, and there's going to be people on social media that have made probably a fuck ton of money in some way trading this one way or the other, but it is what it is. To me, there was no really amazing, clear, obvious entries for joining this short, unless you were trading pre-market. I think pre-market was clean if you were trading pre-market, which many of us probably were not. So, it is what it is, man. Another train will be coming to the station eventually anyway. So no need to have any FOMO. We'll catch the next one. So I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord and on X if I take anything else today. And if nothing else, quick look ahead to tomorrow, which I will be live tomorrow. We'll see what we get. But Friday, tomorrow, we got PPI at 8:30. So we'll see what kind of range we put in today and then what we want to do with that range going into tomorrow. But I'll keep you guys updated if I take anything else. If you guys are trading the rest of the day, good luck. Don't have too big a FOMO. Another trade will be here soon enough. Market open same time tomorrow. All right, guys. Either way, appreciate you guys. Hit the like button on your way out. If you want to get funded, code Tyler. If you'd like to support the channel. If not, No worries. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, all right? Peace and love, everybody. Enjoy your Thursday. We'll talk to you later on.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler Trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Charts on my playground, never ask you why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trade lots now, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trader age every single day. Trendline snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.